Uh, Matty, good to see you. How have you found it the last few weeks watching rather than playing more than perhaps you would have liked?
Oh, look, I think it's been a pleasure to watch recently. Like I said, 4 wins out of 6. I think obviously the frustrations from maybe the last two. I thought Tuesday night was a very tight game. I thought Forest Green were a very good side, but I think if you look before that, 4 wins in 6 is good form. So no, it's frustrating when you're not on the pitch as a footballer. But the boys have been fantastic, and I think they've been well worthy of the wins.
And for you, not in the team is winning and playing well. You can't really have any complaints, can you? It's difficult to force your way in.
Yeah, exactly. I think, look, I've played enough games and I know exactly how it all works. The boys have been fantastic, first of all, and I think it's a massive group thing here. If we're winning football matches as a group, that comes as a group. It isn't down to one individual. It isn't down to anyone else. It's down to everyone, whether that be from the kit man to everyone on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? I think that's one thing that we have got here. Anyone who has been left outside, they aren't sulking because it's not the way we work here.
But it's human nature, isn't it? You want to play, don't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. Look, I think the gaffer's not naive to know that everybody wants to play every minute of every football match. I think if you ask any footballer out there, they're in the wrong spot if they're happy when they're not playing. But like I said, it's about preparing right for when you get your next chance. It's about kind of doing it all as a group and making sure you're pushing the lads who are playing for a starting place, knowing that look, we're here and we're ready.
Because as this season progresses and you're obviously fighting at the right end of the table, you never know when your moment will come and how important that moment will be.
Yeah, massively. I think we've alluded to how big the squad is. I think you look at some of the quality of players that are not in the starting 11, some of the quality of players that aren't even in the 18 on a match day. The manager's got a tough job, but I think if you come in here on a Monday to Friday basis, there isn't any moans, there isn't any qualms. I think it's a fantastic group for that. And I think that's the only way you move forward in football. I think if you get your sulkers, if you get your bad eggs, then they get found out quickly enough in football, and there isn't any time for that here.
How difficult has the season been as a whole for you? Because you've had a few niggling injuries that have kept you out for a number of weeks, and it started on the opening day against tomorrow's opponents, Oldham, when you came off in the first half.
Yeah. Obviously, I've been in and out. I think obviously sometimes you do find that frustration, but I think ultimately, like I said, I've been captain this year. I've got a massive I feel I've got a massive responsibility towards the lads, towards the team, towards this football club to make sure we are going in the right direction. Whether that's me playing on the pitch and putting in performances, or whether that's me coming on for 2-3 minutes to see a game out. I think I've got a role to play. Look, ultimately, I want to be on that pitch and I want to be leading everyone out and making sure that we're winning football matches to get us the right way. But like I said before, it's part and parcel of football. I think, look, I've played 40, 48, 49. I think I'm touching nearly 200 appearances over the last four-year here. So I think 40 a season isn't bad going. But like I said, whether I'm available, whether I'm not available, I think we'll all be pulling in the right direction.
16 games to go. How do you see the run-in now?
I think, look, you've got to look at we've got a lot of games at home which we need to capitalise on. There's no qualms about that. Can't really hide that. But we want to be successful, so we've set targets. We've got targets. We will take them game by game, but we know what we need to do if we want to progress. So that's a group thing. That's something that we've sat down as a group, something that we've alluded to as to what we want and what we need to do to achieve that. But that'll be taken kind of game by game. That'll be taken day by day in training, as it has done for the period of time since the manager's been in, which has been fantastic.
You mentioned you've got a lot of home games. The next 5 are all at home. Is this sort of period, these 5 games, are they going to shape the rest of your season, do you think? Because it's not just 5 games at home, you're playing teams around you as well after tomorrow.
Yeah, look, ultimately, it's the business end of the season. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we will take each game as it comes. I don't think any moment is massively going to define the season, because look at Tuesday night, do you know what I mean? Or Saturday, you put that to bed, and if we win the next 5 at home, who remembers Forest Green, who remembers Northampton, do you know what I mean? So I think we've got to take each one as it comes, but ultimately, look, we know what we want to achieve. We know what we need to do to achieve that. And having 5 home games in a row with our fans there, it's going to be massively important. And yeah, it will play a part in the business end of the season, really.
The 4 years you've been here, you have challenged pretty much every year. Is this the best team you've been part of since you've been here, do you think?
Yeah, I do, to be honest. I think it's exceptional in all departments, in depth as well. I think you look at the quality that we've got. The performances of some of the lads consistently this year, I think, has been fantastic. Because let's not forget, some of the lads, it might be their first kind of season relentlessly. But I think the depth that we've got, the quality that we've got, I think some of the quality that we've shown, but the consistency now, and look, we've got a lovely balance of kind of more experienced lads and that kind of youthful exuberance that's kind of coming through, and it'll bode well for us for the last 16.
So if it's the best team you've been part of, is this the best chance you feel you've had here of getting promoted?
Oh, look, every season's different. If you had asked me this, last December when we were 12 points clear at top, do you know what I mean? There's so many different factors in it. I'm saying it's the best team because of the quality that we've got, because of the depth that we've got. But ultimately, it's about winning football matches. And like I said, this is the business end of the season. And I do believe that we've got players who will step up to the mark. And I believe, look, we give ourselves a chance. We're in a position where we have to give ourselves a chance. But we've got to take each game as it comes and make sure that we take care of our business, and then everything else around it will fall into place.
I guess it's having no regrets on what you do in the next 16 games, and whether that's enough as long as you haven't got any regrets yourselves.
Yeah, look, I think we've alluded to it, whether it be 16 games or 3 months, just switch on to full focus mode, and it's about getting this football club where we want to get it. I think we've spoke about that at length as a group. I think everyone is on board with it. That is the players, that is the staff, that is everyone around the place. And we want to give it everything that we've got for these last 16 games and make sure nothing's left out there, and make sure we give ourselves the best chance of what we want to achieve and what we believe we can achieve.
And just a couple to finish with from me then on Oldham. You've played 2 very good teams at the top end of the table. Oldham are down the other end, but they've won their last 2 games. There could be a bit of a revival on the hands there, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%. I think we brought a manager in that knows the place, a very good manager who's been around the game for a long time. And I think sort of in our league, it sort of happens, doesn't it, around this time of year. I'm sure Newport will have fond memories of Great Escape years and things like that, but every point is fought for, every point is battled for, and they're on an upward streak at the minute. And anyone can beat anyone in this league on the day. I think everyone's well aware of that. So we'll respect them. We'll do our homework on them, but we concentrate on what we do and make sure we give everything we can to get 3 points tomorrow.
And that is needed, isn't it? After the back-to-back defeats, you want to have a smile on your face as soon as possible.
Yeah, of course. I think look, good teams don't go on a losing run. I think you look at all the teams who've been promoted out of this division, out of every division, they're relentless in what they do. And if there is a little bump in the road, then it's quickly sorted out and they're back on track. So that's what we need to do.
And very last one from me. You mentioned bumps in the road. It's highly unlikely you're going to win all of those 16 games, isn't it?
I'll snap your hand off for that now.
Exactly. But if there is a bump in the road or there's drop points here or there, it's important that people don't get carried away, don't panic, and stick to sort of the plan.
Yeah, massively. I think we know that in here. Within this building, within this team, we know that. And that's what we believe in. I think, look, football, you're going to get ups and downs. And it's about not getting too highs when the highs come and not getting too lows when the lows come. Probably the most old-fashioned saying ever in football. Don't go too high with the highs and too low with the lows. Just try and keep that level median if you can. But no, we'll be professional about our business. We'll give it everything that we've got, and we'll have we'll expect everything, but we'll prepare for everything that we can.
You've ticked off a lot of cliches in this interview.
Yeah, I know. I done well there, didn't I?
Thanks, Matty. Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers, Matt. Thank you.
Morning, Matty. Another cliche coming, but I guess it shows the captain's armband means nothing in terms of selection.
Oh no, massively. I think I alluded to it first interview I done after being made captain. I think I've said it all along. There's you can pick from anyone in there as a leader in their own right, but you can pick from 6 or 7, 8, maybe more than that. That are captains out there, that are leaders out there. I think everyone knows in football that an armband means nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's maybe a symbol to someone else on the outside, but in this place we have a lot of leaders, and there's a lot of leaders in our dressing room, and Mickey's done a fantastic job at leading at this football club for the last 5 years. So irrespective of who wears the armband, it's about showing your leadership qualities on the pitch, whether that be Finn has taken the ball and taking us up the pitch, Ollie Cooper they do it. Everyone does it in different ways. Obviously, I'm maybe a bit more vocal, but look, armband means nothing. There's a lot of leaders in that dressing room.
Do you get a special parking space or?
No, not at Newport. I don't know what it's like anywhere else. No, there's no special preferences to it. But no, it's a massive honour. I've said it all along. It's a huge honour. I'm sure anyone that pulls it on, it's a massive honour for them. But like I said, there's a lot of leaders in that dressing room in a lot of different ways. So ultimately, yeah, if I'm on the pitch, I'll be a leader in my way, and I will wear the armband. But there's a lot of lads in there that'll lead this football club.
I guess you're in a similar position to the run-in last year, weren't you, where you had that concussion, then you were out the side despite being player of the season. Then you had to wait your time, and then came back against Forest Green, and that went quite well. Yeah,
that one was all right. Look, it's like I said before, it's part and parcel of football. I think obviously I picked up COVID and come back, and we've been exceptional. If you ask anyone, if you ask Kev, who's seen a lot of football teams, a lot of football, we've been exceptional recently. Northampton, look, game could have gone either way, realistically. It's two sides up at the top, and they scored late on. Forest Green, I thought, were very, very good. But the desire that we showed that day, it was exceptional. So these are the fine margins, I think, when you are at the top of the table, or at the right end of the table, should I say. So we've got to make sure we go about our business in the right way. And anyone who is out the squad, is training, is preparing the right way, because this squad's going to be needed in the last 16 games.
And I guess on a personal front, you're keen to show James that if it is going with a 4, you can be a midfielder or a defender. Is that one of your?
Yeah, of course. Things? Look, I think everyone's seen me kind of last 18 months playing that kind of sort of deeper role, middle of the 3. I think the 3 years previous to that, I played in midfield here for the majority of it. So look, you look at Benno, he's played everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's a string to your bow that you need in football, and it makes it more desirable and easy for a manager if you can play 2 or 3 positions. Play them well. You've got to play them well. This is the main thing. So look, the gaffer knows what I'm about. He's seen me play a lot of times. So it's about being patient and doing what's right for the team ultimately.
All good. That's perfect. Cheers, mate.
Perfect. Cheers. No probs.
Luke?
I have one, if that's okay.
Yeah, come on, mate.
Like Chris just said there about you playing as a centre back, do you feel like you can play in a back 4 as a centre back?
Oh, look, it's something that I'm sure. I think I'm tactically clever enough to do them things. So it's something that I can do. But ultimately, I've not really played there in my 10 years as a footballer. But I played there a couple of times, and I felt comfortable enough there. But ultimately, like I said before, it's about making the right selection for this squad for this team and making sure we get what we want and what's best for the team ultimately.
Okay, thank you. All the best tomorrow.
No probs. Cheers, Luke.
Thank you.